Only
Now,
4
the more
comments.
I do my
Hey everybody, welcome to the weekend show. I'm Scott. That's Kellie. Cold, blustery Saturday.
yeah, yeah.
First, the
Hope
first
you
time.
guys checked out my week in review. I just posted it. My apologies for it being late, but at least you got it right. You're getting it now. That's what matters.
Yeah,
So,
the first Saturday of June.
yeah. Uh, oh, come on. Yeah, I want to make sure I want to be able to hear me for playback too.
Yeah, one of my videos has 1.3 thousand views, only 4 comments. Like, really, people? Really?
When was it posted?
3 years ago. That's the most popular. Well, my most popular video. Hold
You
on.
gotta love people. You gotta love people.
Has 3.2 views, and it was posted 10 years ago. Oh, that's got 50 comments. When they're all the same comment. That's good.
Okay. Well, anyway, on with the show.
All right.
Facebook, YouTube has got to catch up to me then. Anyhow, I'm gonna show you what I am for my library. What I got from the library yesterday. It'll be a part of my quarter library book haul, as well as extras that I'm reading right now. Okay.
Okay.
Share my screen. Share my screen. There we go. I don't think I need to share audio, but I'll share it anyway. All right. This is my first book that I'm doing.
The Winemaker's Wife.
Yep, I just picked that up yesterday.
Okay.
So basically, it's in Champaign, 1940. Inez has just married Michelle, the owner of a storied champagne house mansion in Chauveau, when the Germans invade. As the danger mounts, Michel turns his back on his marriage to begin hiding munitions for the resistance. Inez fears they'll be exposed, but for Celine, half Jewish of Chavaux, chef de cave, the risk is even greater. Rumors abound of Jews being shipped east to an unspeakable fate when Celine recklessly follows her heart in one desperate bid for happiness. And Inez makes a dangerous mistake with a Nazi collaborator. They risk the lives of those they love and for the champagne house that ties them together. So in New York, 2019, Liv Kent just lost everything when her eccentric French grandmother shows up unannounced, insisting on a trip to France. But the older woman has an ulterior motive. Well, don't they all? And a tragic decades old story to share. When past and present finally collide, Liv finds herself on a road up to salvation that leads right to the caves of the mansion Chavaux. I like it because it's a historical fiction. There's World War II involved in it. What else is involved? Okay, the Holocaust. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, the Holocaust isn't sweet, but I'm glad
No.
that there's more
But
history
you
involved.
yeah, I mean, you like the historical era of that stories based in that time period. So yeah, it has a lot of things you like.
The next one is part of my core library book haul, which will be Let's Celebrate President's Day, which will be coming up in February, I believe. Yeah, President's Day is the 21st of February. The stories of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln are told in a single book, not only to celebrate the important February holiday. Well, I should have just checked right there because it's February. Hello, but also to compare the contrast lives of these two towering Americans. though they lived at different times, they shared similar problems, triumphs, and traits of leadership. Now, it's going to be a small book. It's only 30 pages.
Wow.
The ABCs of Black History. Now, this is also for Black History Month.
That's
in
64
February.
pages.
Yeah, an alphabet book that presents key names, moments, and places in Black history with simple text lyrically written by poet Rio Cortez. This is an opportunity for children to learn the ABCs, the sound of words beyond apple, boy, and cat, and an opportunity for young thinkers to prepare for big ideas. I'm guessing it's a little bit of the picture books too, because the last book that I read was Martin Luther King Jr. And that was a cute book. It was a lot about the the polarizing back history of giving civil rights to Black people and African American. Well, they're African Americans.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the next one is Going There by Katie Couric. I wanted this because I wasn't sure if I like her. She's cool. So heartbreaking, hilarious, and brutally honest. Going There is the deeply personal life story of a girl next door turned household name. For more than 30 years, Katie Couric has been an iconic presence in the media world. In her brutally honest, hilarious, heartbreaking memoir, she reveals what was going on behind the scenes of her sometimes tumultuous personal and professional life. A story she's never shared until now of the medium she loves. The one that makes her a household name. She says, television can put you in a box. The flat screen can flatten. On TV, you are larger than life, but smaller, too. It's not the whole story, and it's not the whole me. The book is. Wow. She's got a lot going on here. Huh?
That's an interesting way to put it. Being larger than life, but yet not really. Yeah.
So, beginning in her childhood, Couric was inspired by her journalist father to pursue the career he loved but couldn't afford to stay in, balancing her vivacious, outgoing personality with her desire to be taken seriously. She overcame every obstacle in her way, insecurity and eating disorder. Oh God. Wow. She overcame being typecast sexism challenges and how she dealt with them, setting the tone for the rest of her career. Couric talks candidly about adjusting sudden fame after her astonishing rise to co-anchor of the Today Show, and guides us through the most momentous events and news stories of the era, to which she had a front row seat. Rodney King, Anita Hill, Columbine, the death of Princess Diana, 9/11, and the Iraq War. In every instance, she relentlessly pursued the facts, roughing more than a few feathers along the way. I imagine you did. She also recalls in vivid and sometimes lurid detail the intense pressure of female anchors to snag the latest get. Often sensational tabloid stories like John Benet Ramsey, Tanya Harding, and O.J. Simpson. I'm not going to finish this, but there's going to be a lot involved in it. Wow.
How many pages is this? How many pages
this is 736.
Well, that'll definitely take a while.
I'm thinking it'll be a little bit more, not ostentatious, not a little bit more compelling, but a little bit more, and not interesting, but maybe a bit more intriguing than the Facebook book that I'm reading with An Ugly Truth.
Oh, okay.
Remember that one that I'm reading too? Not really, but okay.
Not really. You've been reading a lot lately.
Well, the thing about it is that I'm warming up to welcoming new ideas, and not only am I doing that, but it's teaching me a lot. The video, the social network can only convey so much.
Right.
Diving in further into a book, you can put more description, more facts, more gesture.
Well, that's like novelizations of movies can tell much more of the story than the movie can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Where am I?
They're over there.
Right. All right. So St. Patrick's Day. This will be in March 17th. There we go. Part of my quarter library book haul as well. On March 17th.
Yeah.
Each year, Christians around the world remember the good deeds of St. Patrick. Kidnapped at 16, Patrick eventually escaped and devoted his life to spreading. Oh, he was kidnapped. The world of God. In this richly illustrated book, students will not only learn about the life of St. Patrick, but also find out what part shamrocks, leprechauns, and potato dish called Kilcannon played the celebration of St. Patrick's. It's only 24 pages. So,
yes.
So that'll be an easy read too. The other one on Mardi Gras. Introduce young readers to meeting and customs of Mardi Gras, from fancy floats to masked balls. Also available in bilingual English and Spanish. Format includes an enrichment section to help children understand cultural differences in the craft. Only 32 pages. It's like more of a big pamphlet, if you will. So, and then back to let's celebrate President's Day. So this one, the stories of, did I do this one already?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. All right, never mind. Let's get rid of that one then.
We're going to celebrate President's Day twice. We got 45 of them, so let's do everybody.
So, Priceless Memories by Bob Barker. There's actually 2 of these, but I'm going to check this one out first. So, television icon Bob Barker, beloved by millions for this charisma and charm, shares his life both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. 245 in pages, so it's worthwhile for sure. That is what I'll be reading with my quarter library book haul and extras that I got from the library. So my library book haul, if you will. So those are those. Now,
I'm busy reading the owner's manual for my new 3D printer.
There you go. Are you getting anything out of it? Can you hear me? Are you froze?
Nope, I am moving. Ooh, here we go.
Okay, you were froze for a second then.
But no, it's like I have an Ender 3 printer, which did not come with an owner's manual. I had to go download it. So I'm busy going through it, figuring out if anybody here knows about an Ender 3 printer, please contact me through either here or, well, through here. So.
Okay. Are you ready? Oh!
Oh, no!
Well, I was wondering when I would get this. My coffee.
Your coffee. Oh, okay.
Ground mocha coffee. This is usually because I buy locally.
Yeah.
I remember Door County that we were talking about long ago.
Yeah, we were trying to figure some county or some place nearby.
Yeah, so this is where I get most of my coffee from.
Oh, okay.
Which is in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
All right. And I recycle my stuff. You guys should too.
I have a Keurig.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I know
I
it
have
is.
a whole bean
Oh,
grinder too. So
okay.
this is Highlander grog, a perfect
Crock.
collision of caramel and Irish cream.
I like the idea of a grog, nice, but that's an interesting use. Okay, you have to let me know. You have to let me know what that's like.
Yeah, yeah, because I love the flavored coffees much better than anything else. And if you didn't know, or anyone else on the channel didn't know, I drink my coffee black. I wean myself off of creamer.
I
Big
have my
time.
coffee. I take my coffee with a little thing of milk. I don't do creamer.
I used to, but not anymore. I'm like, I only put a little bit of creamer in there to begin with. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna start doing. Actually, I think it became where I was out of creamer too. Oh,
Well, I may get in trouble for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyways because it's YouTube. A friend of mine likes his coffee the way he likes his women, strong and black.
what's wrong with that? But I like my
I think
fantasies
it's
that are
funny.
strong and black.
Right. Okay.
Anyhow, are you ready for this?
I had a black woman once in college. That was a unique time.
I've kissed a black man and I've kissed a Latin man. And honestly, Latin men are very, what's the word?
Romantic.
No.
Nope.
They're very down your throat.
Well, okay, they're up front and forward. Okay.
No, literally. They're literally they're literally going down your throat. It's like,
I'm
can
gonna
I
go gouge.
breathe?
I'm gonna go gouge my eyes out now. Thank you. So.
Oh, and the other thing about black men is that, oh my God, depending upon the guy that you're kissing, their lips are like pillows. It's like, oh God, yes. Anyhow, I should shut up now.
Well, this was a woman I met in college in class, and we did have a weekend together.
Are you ready for this book?
No.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Hey, Kellie, I just got it. I just got the book.
House of Leaves.
Yes.
Okay.
The funny, moving, sexy, beautifully told, and elaborate engagement with shape and meaning of narrative. A rollicking, oh my God. Years ago, when House of Leaves was first being passed around, it was nothing more than a badly bundled heap of paper, parts of which would occasionally surface on the internet. No one could have anticipated the small but devoted following. This terrifying story would soon command, starting with an odd assortment of marginalized youth, musicians, tattoo artists, programmers, strippers, environmentalists, and adrenaline junkies. The book eventually made its way into the hands of other generations who not only found themselves in those strangely arranged pages, but also discovered the way back into the lives of their estranged children. Now, for the first time, this astonishing novel is made available in the book form, complete with the original colored words, vertical footnotes, and newly second and third appendices. The story remains unchanged, focusing on a young family that moves into a small home on Ash Tree Lane, where they discover something terribly wrong. Their house is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Of course, neither Pulitzer Prize winning photojournalist Will Davidson nor his companion Karen Green were prepared to face the consequences of this impossibility until the day their little children wandered off and their voices certainly eerily began to return another story. A creature of creature darkness, of an ever-growing abyss behind a closet door, and of that unholy growl which soon enough would tear through their walls and consume all of their dreams.
Well,
Yeah.
that would definitely keep you up at night.
Wow. Yeah. Kellie had mentioned to read this with a partner, but I'm like, no, I'm going to read it by myself and see what it's like. So yeah, this will be a very interesting, compelling read, I think.
And it's a perfect bound book. That's interesting.
It's a perfect what?
Perfect bound is what it's called. The binding.
A perfect what?
It's a perfect bound book. It means the pages are glued to the backing.
Oh.
Rather than having it.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay. So technically, you got with the photos, you got 662 pages.
All right.
So I'm glad I own it now.
Oh, Kellie, if you watch this, Kellie, if you watch this, I'm curious to know if you live near the York, Pennsylvania area. So I think I might have seen you at a restaurant, but I want to make sure.
Not sure what this is, but we're going to find out together.
All right. It looks big. Oh, it's a square box. Speaking of which, I can't find my scissors.
Oh, maybe it's my light.
Your light. Okay. Well, where's it? Well, where's it from? Well, it's plenty of styrofoam, so it's not a book.
Oh, it is! It is my light. It's gonna go right in front of my piano.
All right.
That is beyond cool. I like that. Holy cow! Hopefully that. Okay. Well, the person that's okay. The person that it gives it more charm. The person that sent it to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know who you are.
Now, did you order that, or is that a gift?
I ordered it from Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you ready for the last package?
The last package already? Wow.
Sorry, I don't want my address shown.
Book of the month.
Yep. Okay. All right. Ready?
Yes.
Ooh. They really, I mean, people, let me just say, the United States Postal Service really needs to learn how to courier.
Why?
Because,
Well, hold on. What's the problem? The boxes.
Well, look.
No, that's not. That's
right here.
That's not from the post office. That's from the company.
Really? You think so? Hello? You froze again.
Because where the
You see, look.
Yes, but that's not from the post office. That's from packaging.
Okay.
That's a bad box.
Oh, I was gonna say, why the hell did you?
So let's talk about the first book you held up.
Okay.
Okay. Black Cake.
Yes.
Okay.
So the Black Cake in present-day California, Eleanor Bennett's death leaves behind a puzzling inheritance of her 2 children. Actually, I put it right there so you can see that too.
Yeah.
Byron and Betty, a traditional Caribbean black cake made from a family recipe with a long history and a voice recording. In her message, Eleanor shares a tumultuous story about a headstrong young swimmer who escapes her island home under suspicion of murder. The heartbreaking tale Eleanor unfolds, the secrets she still holds back, and the mystery.
Hello.
You're a Star Wars fan, are you not?
That is not Star Wars.
What is it?
Robotech.
Okay, you're a Robotech fan, are you?
Yes, that is the theme song. Then I also picked a song, a song for Donna, also from the series as well.
You're being very popular.
Whenever I get involved in something, somebody decides to call. I mean, I could sit here for hours, be quiet, but I start to do something like watch a movie. I get calls, I get messages. It's weird.
Okay.
It's like they know I'm busy doing stuff.
The heartbreaking tale Eleanor unfolds, the secret she still holds back, and the mystery of a long-lost child challenge everything the siblings thought they knew about their lineage and themselves. Can Byron and Benny reclaim their once close relationship, piece together Eleanor's true history, and fulfill her final request to share the black cake when the time is right? In fact, share the black cake when the time is right is all in quotes. Okay.
Sounds like a metaphor.
I think it is. Will their mother's revelations bring them back together or leave them feeling more lost than ever? It's Charmaine Wilkerson. It's her first novel of how the inheritance of betrayal, secrets, memories, and even names can shape relationships in history. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now you remember when I told you I read a book that was my first nonfiction book and I could not rate it?
That was quite a while back.
I loved it that much.
Okay.
And I will read it and read it and read it because it's
now
that good.
Now why couldn't you rate the book? Because you felt that you could, but you couldn't do it, or wasn't a scale big enough?
There's a scale not big enough.
Okay. 5 stars.
It meant more to me not to rate it.
Okay.
So this is the book.
Personal librarian.
Yes.
Okay.
This right here, this is Belle. She actually had to change her last name from Acosta from oh good Lord, what was that name? Anyhow, she changed it to Belle Acosta Green.
Okay.
From what it was, and she passes in the early days when J.P. Morgan is alive. They're putting together an actual library called the Morgan, and she passes because she can pass as being white. And back then, that was it was still pretty much taboo, especially in New York.
All right. So she was a black woman, but she was white enough she could still do things.
Yes.
Okay.
And between Marie Benedict is the white lady that does the historical fiction, and Victoria Christopher Murray is the black woman that does a lot of love and romance.
All right.
Those two got together and they created this book, because Belle actually did exist. So
okay.
And the last one, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
All the ugly and wonderful things. Sounds like my family.
A beautiful and provocative love story between two unlikely people and the hard-won relationship that elevates them above Midwestern meth lab. Backdrop of their lives.
Oh, what a beginning! It's a story of love and a Met laugh. Met
As the
laugh.
daughter of a drug dealer, Wavy, no, what a name for a daughter or, okay, yeah. Wavy is a daughter, so knows not to trust people, not even her own parents. It's safer to keep her mouth shut and stay out of sight. Struggling to raise her little brother, Donald, not Donald, but Donald without a D at the end.
Okay.
8-year-old Wavy is the only responsible adult around. Obsessed with the constellations, she finds peace in the starry night. In the starry sky above the fields behind her house, until one night when her stargazing causes an accident. After witnessing his motorcycle wreck, she forms an unusual friendship with one of her father's thugs, Kellie, a tattooed ex-con with a heart of gold. Oh, is this going to be like a romance type? Yep, love story. Okay. By the time Wavy is a teenager, her relationship with Kellen is the only tender thing. Oh no. In a brutal world of addicts and debauchery. When tragedy rips Wavy's family apart, a well-meaning aunt steps in. And what is beautiful to Wavy looks ugly under the scrutiny of the outside world. A powerful novel, and you won't soon forget. All the ugly and wonderful things challenges all we know and believe about love.
That does sound like an interesting read.
Yeah. That is the end of my presentation for today.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Those were some interesting books, actually.
Well, thank you. That's a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, because usually you pull them out, it's like, this one's, we're going to put it over here, we're going to put this. Like, no, these are all really good sounding books.
I'm getting more selective.
Well, that's good. You're not just, randomly picking things.
Well, right. I mean, I don't want to waste my time, number one. Number two, I want to be more intrigued and more compelled and more interested in what I'm using my time with.
All right.
I'm changing. And the one book that I'm reading right now, actually, I'm reading 3 books, not at the same time, but, consecutively. And that would be An Ugly Truth. And I'm learning a lot more than that movie would ever teach me. The one it's very similar to Gravediggers, like,
Okay.
the thought of Gravediggers. It's called Anatomy, a Love Story. And when I'm reading, because I'm getting that through NetGalley, and that book itself, in fact, I can see if I can pull it up instead of just telling you about it. Yeah, anatomy. There we go. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's just you and me right now, so I'm gonna figure why not make the most of it.
Yeah.
So this is the book.
Anatomy, I love story. Ooh, 4.3. Okay. Some people like it.
Yeah. So a gothic tale of mystery and romance about a willful female surgeon and a resurrection man who sells bodies for a living. And buried secrets they must uncover together. Edinburgh, 1817. Hazel
Sinnott is the lady who wants to be a surgeon more than what she wants to marry. Jack Currier is a resurrection man who's just trying to survive in a city where it's too easy to die. When two of them have a chance encounter outside the Edinburgh Anatomist Society, Hazel thinks nothing of it at first, but after she gets kicked out of a renowned surgeon, Dr. Beecham's lecture for being the wrong gender rather. Wow. She realizes that her new acquaintance might be more helpful than she first thought, because Hazel has a deal with Dr. Beecham. If she can pass the medical examination on her own, the universe. Oh, that's why you're doing that. That makes more sense. Sorry, because I'm in the book right now, and I'm trying to understand why they're doing what they're doing. The university will allow her to enroll without official lessons. Oh goodness. Though Hazel will need more than just her book. She'll need, that's why. Okay. Bodies to study, corpses to dissect. That's, wow. Okay. And you're complaining about a gosh darn frog? All right. Yeah. Lucky that she's made the acquaintance of someone who digs them up for that living then. But Jack has his own problems. Well, of course he does. Strange men have been skulking around cemeteries. His friends are disappearing off the streets. Hazel and Jack work together to uncover the secrets buried not just in unmarked graves, but in the very heart of Edinburgh society. That is, yeah.
This would make a great Hallmark love story. I mean, it's got an interesting idea of a romance. A woman who wants to be a surgeon, a guy who digs up bodies for parts, and the two of them, they get together, they form a romance. I mean, this would be a great Hallmark movie.
You think so?
Yeah, because you got the tension of the school. Because
you're not being sarcastic, okay?
Because as the girl and the grave robber are digging up bodies, forming a relationship, things are going really well, and you think, wow, this is great. Then the school gets in and says, no, you can't be doing this. It creates a rift between them that they have to overcome to get together at the end. I mean, this would be a neat weird little Hallmark movie.
Yeah, if you don't put in the nooses and put them around someone's dead corpse neck,
you don't need
them out of the grave.
Yeah. You don't really need to see the corpses. Just the two of them out there digging is enough for the audience to know what they're doing.
Okay.
You don't need to be so graphic about it, because this is a love story. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the love story by dragging a dead body.
I'm sorry, but when I'm reading that stuff, it's like, I can visualize that.
But we're not focusing on that. We're focusing on the relationship between
the love story between the two.
Yeah.
And I want to say again, Kellie, thank you. Thank you very much. The reason I say that is because you really do help books succeed. And this is technically the fourth book now that I'm reading from you guys. Thank you. This is, wow. It's a little bit, what's the word? Not grotesque, but just very dark.
I'm guessing you dropped the book about the woman with the haunted body part. I'm guessing you stopped.
No, I still have it on my end table.
Okay.
Okay, here, let me ask you this, because I have not read it. Don't give me any spoilers, but if you give me spoilers, that's fine.
Okay.
Because it's not going to make me stop from reading it. What did you think of it?
I thought it could have gone in a different direction.
Meaning?
Well,
Hello. Are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay.
So he gets
Making care
captured.
visits.
He gets captured, and he becomes part of this world. He spends years in this, in her, and I kept waiting for a rescue or something. And it's like the story just went from the focus with their relationship to now him living inside of her, having this life, this marriage, their kids. And it just got kind of it lost the uniqueness of it.
You think so?
And the ending was not what I was hoping for either.
Hmm. What do you think the ending should have been then?
Well, I was expecting him to be polar, and there would be a way of separating this world that had been in her for generations.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, it's like, okay, this is something that's been in this family or whatever for.
You froze again.
So yeah, so that was I was expecting a little. It's like the first half of the book was really unique. Then once he got into this world and got captured in that, it just kind of focused on his relationship in this world.
So, if you had to describe it by 3 words, one phrase and 3 words, what would they be?
One phrase,
One phrase and then 3 words.
it's an interesting premise, but don't expect a lot.
Don't expect a lot. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, the first part really drags you into the story. Then
So
it
he
kind of
kind of dropped the ball.
stagnant. What?
So he kind of dropped the ball then.
He gets he. I don't know if he dropped the ball, but he is it. It seemed like the book should have been longer, but his attention just went in this one area,
Okay.
and I kind of get what he was going for, but it was way too long to get there.
So it drug on then.
Yeah, because I'm listening. I had the book through my audio program, so I'm listening to it.
So it's a
And
little slow.
So I kept waiting for a rescue, so to speak. You know, something that would get him something that would get him out of there and resolve the whole thing. But there really
There was no resolve.
there's a resolve, but it was in a totally different direction I was expecting.
Okay. So far, what I understand of the book, so I think I'm in the going into the 3rd chapter. I think it's cute.
Oh yeah.
It's a little conventional, really unconventional, but still, it's got a nice premise so far. You have a lady that has a very haunted body part that there's people living inside her.
Yeah.
It's just a weird thought. Scary thought even. And you have a boyfriend that literally is kind of freaking out here. Well, don't worry. They're not going to hurt you. So, yeah. It's very interesting. Yeah. But I'll let you know what I think of it. I would like to put it together before the end of the month.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
I'll let you know when I get done with it. 'Cause it's
Now, if
just,
you want, we could sit down over like pizza and discuss it rather than discuss it here if you wanted to at first.
would you prefer that?
Well, we could talk about it over something and then maybe come here and talk about it.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine, depending upon the weather then.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
I'm
I'm
here.
not gonna go out there when it's ugh, no.
I mean, I'm going to be home. I mean, I'm going to be here for a while.
Yeah, that's fine. When I get done with it, we'll see what happens. I know where you are. I know how to get a hold of you.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
So yeah, I mean, I if you okay, for instance, okay, I just took back, I don't know, about 5 or 6 books that I still want to read. I just need the time to read that.
Well, I've
And
got
then
about
these books right here,
yeah.
they're mine now, so I can read them whenever.
Well, that's
Okay.
good.
On top of which, these books, actually not this book, but and not this book. Sorry. But these books and not this book. Sorry. It's like, what are you doing? So these books right here, they're a part of my quarter library book haul by the end of March. So I'll be doing a wrap up of those all those books in my quarter library book haul. And then these are just add-ons, if you will, from the library that I'm really interested in reading. So you can understand my conundrum that I'm in, or my dilemma, if you will.
Yes, I understand that. Oh.
But I like it. I really do, because it's like there's only so many choices that you can do. And myself, because I think it's Booksy.com.
Oh, okay.
And I get free. Someone's talking badly about me in my right ear. So
Oh, okay. Well, sorry about that.
that's okay. They can do whatever they want to do then. Anyway, every so often I get what do you call it? Suggestions or recommendations from them. And I go to that, and that it's on Amazon. And because I not only have what do you call it? Not just Prime, but also I forget, Kindle Unlimited, because I pay $10 a month. I'll be starting to pay $10 a month for that, and it's worth it.
Okay.
I get those books that I'm interested in, at least one of the books, for free. You know, if they're part of a series, I get it for free if I'm interested in it.
All right.
And I just add it to my Kindle.
All right. I was going to put a link to my YouTube stuff on here if you don't mind.
By all means. Do you want me to add it to the description?
Hold on.
Because if you want me to add it to the description, I'll do it.
Yeah, because I put it in the chat. So
You did?
yes, I did. It'll show up in about 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. Okay. If you say so.
Nope. Because I have another comment in the chats. So
You have one comment in the chat. Yes.
right. That showed up a few minutes after I typed it in.
Okay. Well, I'll go into my unboxing, and I'll go into my editing of this. Come on, yuck, hung yuck. I don't see it yet.
That's okay.
It'll take forever.
Hasn't been 2 minutes. So it should show up before I move. By the way, I've been slowly packing the house up, getting ready for April-ish. So that's gonna be nice. I've got about 40 audiobooks I'm taking to the library. I'm gonna donate all of them. So I'm looking forward to that. I took a bunch of Donna's clothes to the women's community, and they were happy. And I took her wigs to the cancer center, so that was good as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That is awesome of you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying. I mean, I see myself as a bit of a philanthropist. So I like giving back and helping out. That's why I support the local teams and stuff. And when I get like stuff made for T-shirts for like horsepower games or some other things, I try to use local businesses.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It's not coming through, Scott.
It's on my phone. So.
It might be on your phone, but it's not coming through.
All right, I'll do this then. Fine. We're gonna be picky. We're gonna be picky. Guess what? Guess what you're getting?
Oh, shit.
What?
I'm getting that shit. Oh, 3 views already. Well, thank you very much. Whoever viewed my week in review, thank you. And I do mean that. When you see that very end of the week in review, I mean that. Let me know. I mean, I'm a very small channel. Okay. I don't have a community tab. Go ahead. You froze again. You froze. Hello.
Winter. It's winter. What do you expect? You know,
With
it's like
what?
it's freezing, so I'm freezing. Her.
Oh,
It's like minus
so
1,000 outside.
I mean that. If you guys want to know something, if you want me to review something, chat, whatever. That's why one of the reasons why I do my live shows every Saturday, because the only way I'm going to find out something is if you tune in and let me know. That's it.
What's funny is that when I have to do this on my phone, you're frozen for like 80% of the show.
Well, you need to update your network.
It's my phone. But you end up freezing for like most of it. I'm like,
where did you send it?
Messenger.
All right, I'll go to my messenger then. Facebook. And next week, since I upgraded my partnership with StreamYard, I'll also be broadcasting on Facebook as well.
Oh, okay.
Next week.
Yeah, I tried doing my comedy act live on Facebook, and that worked for about a minute.
Well, oh, that's my baby. I'll show you what I'm looking at.
Is it a picture of Cass?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a picture of Cass Marie. Remove. Share.
No, we don't remove Cass Marie.
Not that. Share. There we go. Share screen. There we go. Share. There we go. See? You get to see Cass Marie.
Well, that's cute.
Isn't it?
Yep.
In fact, I'll share. That's from a year ago.
Wow.
Isn't that funny? How time flies?
It's amazing because it's been, it's just like this whole last year just like flew by so quick.
You didn't send anything to me. All I got was the last thing I put is LOL. On the Facebook Messenger? No.
I sent it to the other messenger. I sent it out. Hold on a minute. I'll do this.
Okay. Whatever.
I sent it to the other message thing to your phone.
You sent it to my thing?
There. Ta-da!
All right. Then I'll just add this link to Okay. What? Okay. I clicked on that
On the link?
on the link, and it all it does is lets me go to your channel. That's it.
That's my face. That's my YouTube channel.
Did you want a specific video or just your channel?
Just the channel.
Okay.
People can pick the videos they want. There's a
Okay.
variety.
If you're sure about that.
Hey, the worst that can happen is people yell at me.
All right.
And I lose my 49 subscribers. Oh, speaking of Facebook, I was watching South Park yesterday. And they had an
what?
episode. I was watching South Park.
Okay.
And they had an episode about Facebook and how how adding someone as a friend on Facebook also dealt with real life. Like, you didn't have me as a friend, so I guess you don't like me, kind of situation where, having it just was kind of a weird thing where having friends on Facebook meant actually that person really was your friend. It was just an odd episode. Then they threw a Tron parody in, that was pretty cool too.
Here. I have it on here. My co-host Scott's channel, and then your channel.
Okay.
So they can see what you do.
The funny, if you scroll way down to the bottom of my channel and look at the IRS and the serial killer, that's my favorite one.
You don't do much with this, do you?
No.
I know. Okay. Good to know. Are you serious about your channel or not really? Or just doing it for fun?
I was serious about using it to put my movies on that I make.
What do you mean your movies?
If you scroll to the bottom of my list, you'll see the movies I make.
I'm in videos right now.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I broadcast on my channel?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Oops. Hold on.
Whoops. I see you again. You have to go way to the bottom of my video list.
What do you mean on the way on the bottom?
Well, my list of videos, you have to scroll to the last one.
All right, let's go to the.
There we go.
This
The IRS. Yep. That's my favorite one. Yep.
Work. There we go.
Do you have sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you hear it?
Yep.
Mr. Brown, we have a few questions. Please have a seat.
Okay.
Under occupations, you have serial killer listed. Is that correct?
Yes.
As your tax return doesn't show this as a full-time job, is it your full-time job or is it more of a hobby?
Although I haven't shown a profit yet, I'm very serious about being a serial killer. I've done the homework and I can make this succeed. But like anything else, it may take a few years to get established. I admit I don't have a good customer base yet, but I think that I have the right product for the right market. And word of mouth PR doesn't really help my business.
So, is this a full-time endeavor?
Absolutely. I average 10 to 12 hours a day. You know, there's the preparation phase. I make sure I have enough rope and duct tape for the victim, and I always make sure I have an extra knife and hammer. And then there's the stalking phase. It's It's hard to find people on a dark street nowadays. They all want to walk in groups now. I don't get it myself. So, by the time I've bludgeoned someone to death, it's a full day.
I see. Okay, let's look at some of your deductions. I see you've listed 10 shovels as part of your business inventory and expenses.
Well, yeah. You see, after I bury the person, I have to get rid of the shovel. I've set up a procedure or a protocol for safety reasons. Most of the shovels are thrown in a lake, down a well, or if I feel like it, I donate it to Goodwill.
If you get a receipt for those, you can claim them on your tax return as expenses.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I also see you have over 1,000 feet of rope listed as a deduction.
Well, like the shovels, I usually bury the rope with the victim. And I have to buy a new type of rope every time because the CSI guys will trace it.
And I see you've listed over 1,000 miles as a deduction. I thought all serial killers committed their crimes near their homes because of convenience.
I admit that it sounds excessive, but I have to drive to where the victim is, wait for them, and sometimes it's cold, so I have to run the engine. I have to find a new burying place for every killing, which is a real pain, you know?
It still seems a little excessive.
Well, the old-style serial killers kill in their neighborhoods, but they're pretty stupid and usually get caught. I have over 8 kills to my credit, and I haven't been caught. But that means I have to bury the bodies farther out.
And just how long have you been doing this?
I started out killing small animals and neighbors' pets, so it was kind of a hobby. It's only been in the last 12 months that I got serious about my profession.
Well, I see by your returns that you haven't made a profit yet.
Well, one of my goals is to expand into assassinations and hits this year. That's where the big money is. Most of my customers / victims are college students and old ladies, so I'm lucky if they have $10 in their pockets. And usually their credit cards are already maxed out.
For the next year, I would like to see better record keeping, more receipts, and more profit. Otherwise, I'm going to have to declare this as a hobby and deny any of your returns. And it might be worthwhile if you hire an accountant to help you with the books and retain a lawyer.
I appreciate the advice, but I do have a retirement community picked out that is very affordable.
Okay, tell you what I'm going to do. This year, I'm letting you off with just a warning.
You are absolutely right. I've been lax. I'll work on doing a better job for next year. I do appreciate only getting a warning this time.
Well, I do understand that you are in a very rough market, and the slow economy this year has impacted all businesses. Good luck, Mr. Brown. I wish you the best, and remember to keep on top of that record keeping.
I will, and thank you again.
Okay.
That video took 6 months to make.
Why did it take so long?
Well, the actual filming of it took maybe a day. I had to write the script. Then the voice of the serial killer is a friend of mine, Rich, and Donna did the tax agent. They had to, well, when they were not in the same room when they read the lines. So Donna would sit down, read all of her lines, and
You got to
Rich
put them all together. Okay.
yeah, so I had to cut them into clips, get them together, make sure they sync with the lips. It took quite a while to get done. You know, and I used the movies, which is a video game, to produce this.
Okay.
And I love this program because it's so versatile what you can do with it. You know, you pick the sets, I can rotate the cameras, I can get the angles I want. So that's a really nice thing about this.
So the movie, what software did you use?
It's called The Movies. It's by Lionhead Studio.
I'm gonna check them out right now. The movies.
And also, you would want to get the stunts and effects expansion because that allows you to rotate cameras and do a lot more with it.
Uh,
But it's a really powerful video, little video thing.
it's called the movies, though, right?
Yes.
I don't see it.
Type in the movies PC game.
PC game.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Because Best Buy has it. Is it free or do you pay for it?
There are places you can download it as freeware along with the expansion, or you can buy it. But you want
Okay.
to get the expansion as well.
Because I'll show you. This is what I'm looking at.
Yep. Wow. That's yeah.
Is it worth
Because
it?
I could.
That-
Why don't I let you borrow my copy?
You have a okay. Is it a DVD or CD?
It's a CD.
It won't work because I don't have any. I have an older laptop, but I wouldn't even want to put
Well,
anything on it.
how about if I get the? I have a version that I can put on a flash drive.
That would be fine.
Okay.
That would be fine. Then I could play with. That sounds bad. I could play with it. I could work with it rather and
Yeah, because
see.
you can. I mean, you can. It's really great because when you have your studio and you create a script, you have to first make sure you have your actors and directors, which you do in the game. Then you go to your script office, and you have to drag your actors into one of three roles. The main star, the secondary, and primary, tertiary actors. Then you can add the extras in as needed during the scenes. But you can pick which set you want to use. There's a whole bunch of prepared scenes that fit each set. So scrolling through, picking the scene that you want, then you place your actor in the role, and you set your camera up where you want it and how you want to set. It's really, it's really something. It's really amazing what you can do because you can change costumes. You can. It's really something. And they've got different genres and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta check it out because I wouldn't mind adding that to my
Yeah,
channel.
because if you look at the Skywalk, if you go back to my site and look at the Skywalkers of Hazard County, you can see some of the different sets and things that I've used.
Okay, hold on. This one?
Yep. By the way, there's no sound on this one
Why not?
because I couldn't get people for voices.
Holy cow.
What?
Restarting my device. Yeah, okay.
Well, you should start it over.
There. There's sound on it. It's all
Well,
mumbly.
right, but I don't have actual speaking, so you have to read it. Maybe you should start.
Huh?
So it looks like starting into it. Because I don't have the title screen. There we go. So you see how versatile this program is?
Yeah. It's given me a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Is it integratable?
What do you?
In other words, because I have my software program that lets me edit what I film. So basically,
It has its own editing program with it.
okay.
Oh, we got action music playing. Like, now own your place. What? So you see what you can do with this thing?
Yeah, there's a lot involved.
Yeah. And the scene where the sheriff crashed,
Mhm.
I had to edit his reaction into that sequence. Because
Okay.
otherwise just the car taking the turn and hitting the fire hydrant. I had to.
Hello? You froze on me again.
So, but I had to take the scene of the car turning and crashing into the fire hydrant. And I got to the point where the car turned, I spliced in the reaction sequence. And then I had it finish the part. So yeah, I mean, you can move stuff around. I added the action music to it, the chase stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you got to see the bank set, the town set, the swamp, so yeah, you got to see a bunch of different sets and scenes that go with this.
Can I tell you something?
You can tell me anything.
Now if you're it's only gonna make a difference if you're serious about your channel. Because if you're not serious about your channel, it's anything I tell you right now is gonna be irrelevant. So these hypno videos that you have, did somebody else produce them, or did you do that?
Those are mine.
They're yours. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. The reason why I'm asking is because by far your hypno video 3, is it 3? Yeah. That has over 3,200 views on it.
I know.
Good.
But yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
what I'm
great.
saying.
I'm kind of surprised, but the money one I put there for a friend of mine to watch. I don't really use it, but it's there, and 500 people have watched it, but nobody has contacted me. Which is fairly
The
good.
other thing is that these other videos like Vegas Night, Journey through Las Vegas, that would probably be that would be cool. The other thing I would think about is possibly editing them.
Well, it's me driving through town
So
in
where
the big
you can
truck.
zoom in on places.
I would have to probably. I don't know if I can do that post, the zooming in, because that would have to be done in the camera where I would, zoom in. But it's just me in the truck with the camera filming as I drive through town. And you see the difference of how it's day and night.
You would need a software to do that.
All right.
I myself, I have the software to do that. If you'd like, I'm asking if you'd want to do that.
Well, I mean, if it makes sense, we can do stuff. I just haven't been inspired to, film things and put on YouTube. I thought about people said I should take my comedy and put that on there, but I haven't done that yet.
Why not?
I just haven't done it yet.
Okay.
No particular reason. It's just haven't sat down to do it.
Okay. Well, YouTube makes stars every single day.
Yeah.
Sometimes more than one a day. But yeah. There's a lot involved with YouTube that you can definitely do. You just need the desire or interest and time. That's it.
I mean, I was gonna do a bunch of the Travels with Abernathy series. I think I've got a couple on there from it, but we didn't get to a lot of places where I could do that.
Yeah, that one has it's more of a short clip of 87 views.
Yeah. Because it's
Abernathy. It's lopsided.
Well, yeah, because I had to have other people hold the phone for me, so I could hold Abernathy. So yeah, and then I have pictures of us at the Texas Air Show, which are the ones that are sideways.
Okay.
Why they're sideways, I don't know, but they are.
Well, this one is. I'm going to show this one. I'm not sure what it is, but.
Okay.
I'm Scott Abernathy. We are expecting outside the airport on Interstate 35W. Today we're at the Texas Air Show starring the U.S. Navy Blue Angel fighter team. Today they're flying F-16s. And they're painted in the standard Navy blue and yellow.
He wants to get down.
I know.
Thank you.
I miss that puppy.
He's not big. Abernathy wasn't big on being held.
No, but that's okay. I miss Abernathy.
Abernathy is living in Arkansas now. So.
Okay, well, that's okay. Well, I'm going to let you go.
All right.
I've had a fun time. I hope you've had an okay time too.
I have to get to the store and go food shopping. So
And I'm gonna heat up my pizza that I had yesterday that I didn't finish.
where'd you get it from?
Quick Trip.
Okay.
I got the deluxe,
Mhm.
and I had a jalapeno stuffed pretzel from Quick Trip. That was good.
Now, do you have Quick Trip cook your pizza for you, or do you cook it at home?
No, I put it on my pizzazz and I eat it that way.
Oh, I have Quick Trip cook my pizzas.
Okay, well that's cool. And I dropped more. I'm underneath 200 pounds now.
Hey, my
No,
scale
that's a
says I'm 178, but I'm going to go to a friend's place and see what their scale says.
I wish I was that. I'd feel more sexy if I was that.
Well, how would you feel if I was that?
I'd feel happy for you.
I'm happy too, but anyway, okay.
And I'm happy you're safe and you're sound and you're healthy and you're comfortable.
I am working on myself. So
Yes. It's a lot better than being in a truck right now and not knowing what's going on.
true. So although I do miss the truck.
What?
I do miss the truck. And the bad part, I was telling myself last night when I went to bed, I have 3 electric blankets in my truck, but none at home.
Wow. You got to change that.
I know. But it's like, I've got electric blankets in the truck.
Yeah, I got a couple fleece blankets on the bed right now that Cass loves rolling up around.
Yep. So,
But anyway.
Well, I will talk to you later.
All right. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the replay. You all have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Yep, I'll be here too. Bye.